our lives, changing how we work, how we learn, and how we shop, especially in the pandemic era. Experts are of view that tech infiltration will continue at an inevitable speed, and deep tech will lead the wagon.
2020, due to the pandemic, all of us globally, we learned many topics, many pain points we had in the past, and we learned how to survive. Many people survived, and many people had undergone a lot of pain in between. But this has definitely, we see in the market, evolved the business in a different fashion altogether. For example, before the COVID, we used to call customers for some solutions what we have with AI technologies for industry and building applications. We didn't get a lot of feedback. But post-pandemic, this year, 2021, customers are calling us to deploy some solutions that can work automatically with AI technology. That means the people are working at home till today, factory, the building are on, business is as usual. To run the business safely, reliably, they need AI-based technologies, and that's why they're calling us. So I believe this year will going to be the real changeover technology-based business, focusing on artificial intelligence, machine learning for industry and building applications.
Indian deep tech ecosystem has been developing for the last 5 to 7 years, with the startup ecosystem reporting more than 1,600 deep tech companies. These deep tech technologies and the associated IPs can create significant entry barriers, giving an edge over competition. For example, finding a cure to a disease, IoT sensors with analytics to increase the yield in agriculture, making smarter credit decisions in finance, or even developing clean energy solutions are some of the areas that deep tech is finding real-world applications.
The COVID time, the factory was closed last year. Even the factory was closed, this customer he was paying approximately 1.7 lakhs of bill every month. The machine, everything was stopped. With all stop, he was paying huge amount of bill every month. So with the technology, we helped them to save about 1.6 lakhs with the technology. So that's one point. Second customer, I can tell you, where the machines was failing, and the engineer over there sitting there, he could not go to factory, he could not attend the failures on time. It was hampering the production, and it was affecting the P&L of the company. So typically, these are the pain points from customers. So if you convert this to the return of investment calculations, typically the ROI will start from 1 month up to 2.5 years.
For India to improve in areas of business governance, healthcare, agriculture, and education to boost economic growth, leveraging deep tech technology will play a significant role.
Deep tech has been influencing our larger industries for last 3-4 years, right from data being in demand to artificial intelligence to machine learning to AR, VR. These things have been talked about and have been adopted by the larger ones. I personally feel, you will see a major adoption around the sectors like logistics is going to be one, biotech is going to be another one, recruitment or HR is going to be picking it up because they've been lagging in the entire process of automation and deep tech adoption. But a larger shift we will observe in 2021 will be that even MSMEs will start hopping onto the bandwagon of deep tech. The larger objective around this is going to be purely to bring in a lot more efficiency in the entire process and eventually be cost effective as well. So all these technologies are going to be used to automate their processes, bring in efficiency in their processes, and also the transparency in the entire ecosystem. So that's where I see a lot of change happening in 2021 around the deep tech space.
Has created a very conducive environment for businesses to adopt and leverage deep tech technology. However, the cost constraints withheld the small and medium businesses from using such technologies. Although deep tech is one such area whose inclusion is extremely critical and beneficial for small businesses too.
Every time we use technology, it helped us get better, it helped us get faster, it helped us get more accurate, and eventually it also helped us become smarter and save money as well in the overall process, right? So the larger players, in any industry, if you look at larger players, they've already got into deep tech. They've already started capitalizing on data. They've already started using machine learning. They've already started using artificial intelligence. Some of them have also got into AR, VR as well. But when you look at the larger adoption, that's going to only happen when they become affordable and reachable for the MSMEs, right? And that's the shift you will observe in 2021 and in the years to come. 2020 was a bad year for, especially when we consider MSMEs, because they don't have a lot of liquidity which they generally sit on, so that they can survive without work or without revenue coming in for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 months. And that's what made them realize, so they got to move on to something, which one gives them an instant head start as soon as the economy starts recovering, which already has happened. Two, they make them so efficient that even if tomorrow there is a lockdown and they need to restart quickly, right, they should be able to do that. Therefore, the automation comes into the picture. With the use of technology, they'll be able to save their cost, bring in efficiency, improve the productivity. So these are the larger reasons why you will see adoption around MSME space. And also the larger ones will also try and get faster with digging deeper into the technology space.
Experts claim that if Indian deep tech startups get good support from local industry titans, favorable government policies, and timely availability of capital, we see no reason why India can't produce some world-class deep tech companies in the next few years like China did in the last decade.